Hello everybody, I've just decided to put a Nextion screen on this Raspberry Pi and Pi Star. This is an old Pi, one of the I wouldn't say the very earliest, but like the second generation, where you have quite a low resource value on these, and doesn't have Wi-Fi. It's only got two, it's only got two USB sockets instead of four that you get on the threes. So I think it's a Raspberry Pi 2. And I got this graphics screen from Facebook, and I actually quite like it. It's not maybe as colourful as some of them, but it's informative. It gives me the CPU temperature, the transmission frequency of the radio, hotspot, sorry, and the station it's on, and the DGIDs, which are always usually zero. The only time it's anything different is when you're trying to get into it, pressing the wires X button. And we have an American station. We see the American flag, and it's saying First System Fusion RX. So this is only used for System Fusion. This one, I don't use this one for D-Star. I don't do DMR anyway. So yep. I've got the wire to tidy up. It's just very much a quick lash up to see how it was. And what I've done is I've screwed this in to nuts and bolts on this. Sorry, onto the top cover of this. And what I'm going to do is I thought that the bolts would be too long to go it down the way, but they're not. So I'm going to actually turn it around. So we've got instead of the nuts, we see this side, we see the head of the bolts, and it'll look tidier. To be fair. There's no case around it or anything like that. It's absolutely fine for what I do with it. It's not going to be thrown about or anything like that. So, cheap way of doing it. You don't have to buy extras and so on and so forth. So if you've got an old Raspberry Pi 2 and you've got one of the original Pi cases for it, that's ideal. You just drill a hole for the antenna around the top, and it fits in fine. The only other thing you need to do if it's the Raspberry Pi 2 is remove the what do you call it, the socket on the side for the video output, simply because this Pi only has 28 GPIO pins rather than 40, and that socket gets in the way of the hat. If you want to do a firmware update, you can't do it on this because it doesn't have those other pins at the end connected to anything. They're just floating, but it works, as you can see. What does the trick. So as I say, it's a simple enough project. The particular Nextion screen I'm using is an NX3224T024 _011. I do have a 28, but it's just that a wee bit big, and it's right out to the edge, and I wouldn't be able to get screws in it or anything like that to do it this way. It's a wee bit noticeable that it's a bit smaller, but to be fair, it's big enough. Absolutely fine. You see all the information you want to do on it, what you want, I should say, and it does fine. So it shows you the frequency, it shows you the CPU temperature, RSSI and BR. That sometimes shows up, not always, but it does occasionally show up. Probably shows up when the BR's out, but if it's zero or thereabouts, it doesn't show up. But I don't know what the RSSI is, to be fair. I haven't researched that as yet. But it looks quite cool, especially when the lights are out and it's at night, because this glows quite the thing. It's translucent, the case. You get a nice green glow, and it actually fits in quite well with the screen. So anyway, I thought I'd show you that. It's quite useful. In fact, it's America QC wide it's on, actually. A moment. Put the radio on. I might just key up briefly in between transmissions. There you go, that's me there. So there you go. So that's it. Just thought I'd show you that, and hopefully if you go down that road, you'll be able to basically how can I put it? Maybe go for it if you want to do something. It's a bit of a learning curve how to do it through the Nextion editor. But once you get the feel of it, you can get to it as well, and you can get some very nice graphics. And if you're good at this kind of stuff, well, do it yourself. No doubt you get your own designs as well. Not something I'm into, so I just use somebody else's. which I've used here. Okay, thanks very much for watching. Take care everybody. 73.